tell us who you are and what you do.
Mark Cole. I represent the Fredericksburg area in the Virginia House of Delegates. My district includes parts of Spotsylvania County, Stafford County, Fauquier County, and the city of Fredericksburg.
You've come out with some, is it legislation?
Yes.
Proposed legislation.
Yep.
And it's caused a lot of controversy. Your opponents are saying that, let's start with the $50 fine each time someone of the opposite sex enters the wrong bathroom. That's from the Huffington Post. Is that true or not?
There is a provision in the bill that if someone uses the incorrect facility, again, let me back up a little bit and just explain what the legislation does. It was brought to me at the request of parents of school children in Stafford County at Hartwood Elementary School. Last year, there was an incident where a boy wanted to start using the girls' restrooms. Initially, the school allowed it, and once the parents of some of the girls there found out about it, they became quite upset. They went to the school board. The school board reversed the policy and asked the General Assembly to pass legislation to address the issue.
Wow.
And so we looked into the Code of Virginia, and it is silent on who can use restrooms, which kind of surprised me. But then again, I think it's always been common sense that if a facility is designated male or female, you have a reasonable expectation of privacy when you use that facility that only males or females will be using it. And so I asked Legislative Services to draft some legislation to require that agencies, including schools, adopt policies that if a facility such as a restroom, locker room, or shower is designated male or female, that they adopt policies that require that only males or females use the appropriate facilities. So I think it's common sense, and as a provision, a penalty for those who refuse to use the appropriate facilities, it would be a $50 civil fine.
So how is the fine given?
Any law enforcement officer, it'd be just like a parking ticket. Any law enforcement officer who thinks there's been a violation could issue you a summons, and then you could either pay the ticket, or if you wanted to contest it, you could go into court and contest it. There is no provision in the law that would require genital inspections, which the opponents of the bill have been saying it would require. That is an outright lie.
So how do you inspect it then?
It would be on a complaint basis.
Okay.
If a woman is using a woman's locker room and she sees a man in there, it assumes that she would go and complain to the managers of the facilities.
Okay.
And that's how it would be handled. And again, I want to emphasize, it's not even a crime. It's a civil violation. So a person could not be arrested for it. They could not be searched. There is no provision at all that they would have to be inspected to determine their gender. It is assumed that you would be able to determine the gender of the individual by either looking at their birth certificate or their student records or employee records or something of that sort.
So you're not going to have, what the Huffington Post is trying to say is that you're going to have somebody standing at the bathrooms checking genitals, which obviously is an overreach, but you're not even going that far. You won't even have somebody inspecting people going in and out. It's just if someone has a problem with it, they say something, and it's investigated.
That's correct. That's correct. There will be no bathroom police or anything like that. Those who are spreading these false lies about the legislation, they're the same ones who want to make all school facilities, all public facilities, gender neutral so that anybody can use any locker room or shower or restroom whenever they feel like it. And again, it does not affect unisex facilities. If a facility is not designated male or female, the law does not apply to them. It only applies to facilities that are designated male or female. And again, I think you have a reasonable expectation of privacy. When a woman walks into a woman's restroom or a woman's locker room, she has a reasonable expectation that she is not going to have to expose herself to a male or be exposed to a male, and then vice versa.